Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday's video I put the front cradle together for the Supra, and then I left here to get my drive shaft balanced, and when I got down there I thought I'd swing by, and lucky us, the power steering pump was ready to go. So again, we had the power steering pump fully rebuilt, all brand new boots. We re-chromed the shaft inside because it was a bit pitted. The pump's been completely rebuilt, all brand new seals, tested at 1500 psi. Everything on the steering rack is brand new, so that's good. We got that. I can keep going on that and put that together on the front cradle. I did get my drive shaft back. It wasn't out a lot, but it was out. So these two here were on here. These are the two weights that were on there. This is the one that they had to put on. Now, I want to say a special thanks to Cardanek Driveline and Machine Shop. They're the guys that balanced it for me. I took it down there. I called Mike. I talked to him for a minute. He said, bring it down. Because it's down in the city and I'm over an hour drive there, he stopped what he was doing. He did it while I waited. You know what I mean? Did it for me within an hour. Great guys, super nice, know their stuff. Top of the line machines to balance it. Like I said, this stuff is extremely accurate. They did a great job. So anybody needs anything like that done, our Cardanek Machine Shop and Driveline is the one that did it. But I'm hoping that with that extra weight on there, I mean, it's only a couple grams, but I mean, spinning at whatever RPM can definitely make a difference. So I'm going to put this stuff back in. I'm hoping it's going to make a difference in the vibration. And then he was saying, I was talking to him for a bit. He was saying the same kind of thing that I was saying. This here, a little bit of oil here, could be coming out of here, could be coming out of the back and getting spun around. It's not anywhere else on the transmission. Now, I am going to take this plug out. This is the full plug up here. I am going to take it out just to see that it's full and there's oil in it. Because I've never left any drops anywhere that I leave, and I'm pretty adamant about checking after I move my car that there's no oil underneath of it and stuff like that. But then also, I figure since I've got my car up on the hoist, I'm going to do a change on the Pro Charger. I can show you how it's done. It's real easy. It's literally, this here is just the drain plug. So I'm going to take this off, drain that into a bottle, and then the Pro Charger oil actually comes real simple for anybody who's looking to do it. The Pro Charger oil comes in a bottle like this, and it's one bottle per oil change. So I'll drain it all out. I'll put this bottle in. Boom, oil change will be done. But I'm going to put this drive shaft back in. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, put the drive shaft back in, put my exhaust back on, take it for a ride, see if it didn't solve the problem. And like I say, maybe we'll get along to putting that power steering pump on the front cradle as well, because the power steering pump is done. So happy about that. So like I said, for the oil change for the supercharger, it's real easy. It's just this here. I'm going to take this out, let it drain into this cup. I just want to see the oil. For the oil change, guys, on the Pro Charger. This is, like I said before, this is the drain for the supercharger, and it just tucks up inside there like that. Tuck it up inside there, it's good to go. So I'm going to throw this oil in, and we should be good to go. Alright everyone, so I'm going to continue. Like I said, I was able to go down and pick up the steering rack, which is nice. It was completely rebuilt. I wasn't able to buy it. I don't know if it's just hard to find because it's left-hand drive and it's off to this side or what. But I couldn't find a brand new one, so I had this one completely rebuilt. It's been pressure tested at 1500 psi. The pump's been rebuilt, all the lines. Inside, the shaft has been re-chromed because there was a couple pits in it. All new ends for the tie rods and everything to go on to. So we're going to throw that on. For those of you that are following the channel, you know, I had my drive shaft rebalanced. I was talking about some problems that I was having with the Mustang and vibration at speed. And I went down, I had my drive shaft rebalanced. They had to weld on one little weight, but it was pretty good. Like, it was very, very close to dead on. I put it all back in. It didn't solve the problem with the vibration. So I went and talked to a buddy of mine that owns a shop here in town. And he's got quite a bit of experience racing and stuff like that. And he seems to think that it's just because I hard mounted all of my suspension. So not my suspension, but my rear cradle. I've hard mounted all of that. I fixed it all. I've got the hard urethane bushings in my cradle for the diff. Single piece drive shaft. The new transmission that I've got is the Tremec, and it's a direct mounted shifter. My motor mounts are not solid motor mounts, but they're the hardest motor mounts you can get. So he seems to think that the vibration I'm getting at speed, like, I've had my tires rebalanced, I've checked my half shafts now, my drive shaft, the rear diff has been shimmed properly, made sure that all that was correct. He seems to think that all of the vibration, all the problem that I'm having with vibration is just the fact that I've hard mounted everything, and it's the harmonics coming from the rear end, being that it's hard mounted to the frame, the cradle, the fact that the diff is, you know what I mean, the hardest urethane bushings that I could get for the cradle. So he says it's just something I'm gonna have to live with. But if you follow the channel and you drive a Mustang, or, you know what I mean, you've had the same kind of problem, if you could leave a comment, like I said, I'd love to know if you know. And it's not that my car vibrates uncontrollably, it's just that my car vibrates, like, I get a vibration more than I did when it was stock. And I had all the stock bushings in it, I had the stock transmission in it, and the motor was closer to stock, and, you know, the two-piece drive shaft and so on and so forth. I really didn't have much of a vibration. I went out and I drove with friends last night, again, a stock one, and that's what I remember the car being like. And then I get in mine, it's obviously a much more rigid ride, being that everything on my car has been changed out. But let me know. I mean, if you've had the same problem, if you drive a Mustang or a Camaro or anything, and you've swapped everything over to solid bushings and hard mounted everything, and you get a vibration, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you. But for now, like I said, we're gonna get on the steering rack. It's not gonna take long. It should go on pretty quick, and we'll get this steering rack done up, finish up this front cradle. Here it is, guys, one more step. Like I said, the pump, this here just clips because I guess he painted it up when he did it, but there it is. New steering, I guess it's not new, rebuilt steering rack done, all mounted to the front. So it's should be ready to go. I'm going to end that video there today, guys. Just wanted to get that done. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, we're rebuilding a 1997 Toyota Supra with a Veilside 4509 GTR body kit on it. Everything that's done on the car is voted on by you guys. And when the car is done, we will be giving away to one lucky subscriber. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for your chance to win it. Like us on Facebook, Instagram. Like I said earlier here in the video, I'm having a little bit of vibration problem with the Mustang. So if you have any experience with that, or you can leave a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. And the vote is going to end today for the carbon fiber roof. Right now, carbon fiber is way out. Like, I can't see it losing because it's like 90-something% for yes. But the vote for the carbon fiber roof is going to end today. So if you haven't voted, make sure you go vote. And we'll see you in the next video.